Hi everyone. So I did my behavior change project on basically desensitization of walking on the kitchen floor. I started working with one of my kiddos at the clinic in our area as a technician, and I had been working with her for quite a while. Literally, it seemed that one day she had woken up and was just terrified of walking on the kitchen floor. I was with her the day before, and it was no issue with socks on, all that. It was just absolutely no issue. So it was really strange to us and her parents. And then it just continued. So that made her parents really worried and us as well. Instead of walking on the kitchen floor, she was climbing on the kitchen chairs. There's two kitchen tables in the kitchen. So she would jump from the kitchen chair to one table, to another kitchen chair, to another table, and walk on top of the table. There's a chandelier from the kitchen. She would hang from the chandelier in the kitchen and swing in order to get from one table to the counter to get things, because she just really didn't want to touch the kitchen floor. And when she did, especially if she had socks on, she would say that her socks were wet and she would rip them off and she would get very, very upset. So what I decided to do was make a desensitization program along with the behavior therapists on my team and the BCBA. I did a lot of research on this, and I was very shocked to find that there's actually not a lot of empirical articles on desensitization techniques for individuals with autism, which I thought was just, and I still think is just so weird. And I know that there's so much that they have to study, but I just don't understand why they don't have much more on that, because there's always some type of sensitivity thing for an autistic child or a child with autism to get over during their lifespan. And so it would be so great to have more empirical research on it. However, there is a lot of empirical research prior to some recent research on actual desensitization techniques for individuals scared to see spiders, individuals scared to go up the elevators, things like that. So I followed somewhere around those techniques combined with some other research that I read about TEACH and things like that. I ended up doing a multiple baseline design. I started with a cutout of the vinyl kitchen tile because we had started realizing that it wasn't just kitchen tile, it was the vinyl kitchen tile that was the issue. So I bought more vinyl kitchen tile, and I baselined it by having her mother ask her to go from the hallway across the kitchen floor to the sunroom in order to get her coat and shoes. And this made sense because she has to go across that kitchen floor all the time in order to get that sunroom. That's the only way to get to the sunroom, is by going through the kitchen. So she was very upset by this, and baseline was very hard for her. What I decided to do is add in some primary reinforcers, which for her was panda cookies. So every time she put her foot on the tile and held it there for a certain amount of time that was specified in the criteria, then she was able to get a panda cookie. Right foot at one time and then left foot at another time. We ended up doing very, very well with that part, and so much that when we changed it to she can walk on the kitchen floor with socks, she did it real easily, no problem. Then we tried to do it with bare feet, and that was a huge issue. So we moved the vinyl tile from the kitchen over to her therapy room, which was her bedroom, and we had her put one foot at a time on that vinyl tile and count. It's still offering the primary reinforcers. This still made her very upset, and she did not make it easy on us. She screamed, she cried, she did whatever she could to try to get away from it. After a while, she was able to do it. We ended the project as a whole with her being able to put her bare feet on the vinyl tile in the bedroom for about 30 seconds or so, and being able to walk with socks on the kitchen floor with no problem whatsoever for her, which was awesome. Her mom did request that we continue the intervention after the project is over, because she felt that it was so beneficial to Eliza and that it would be well worth it to just keep doing it, so that in the summer when she's not going to be wearing socks and she's bare feet, she will continue to be able to walk across the kitchen floor, because right now she's only doing it with socks at the moment. So they're going to be continuing working on that after my project, which is awesome. And because we had such great results too, it really makes things very rewarding for doing this project. And I hope everyone else had very similar awesome results. All right. Thanks, guys. Good luck.